Around 20 years ago, people around the world started displaying a range of special powers and abilities. With each year, the number of these cases increased. The governments of the world needed a way to organize and regulate these people. My name is Angus, and I work for the Superhuman Action Response Team. With my partner Sal, I help document these powered individuals and their exploits. Because heroes don't do paperwork.
Okay, Sal, so you just want me to put these boxes over here?
Yeah, just keep stacking that one set of boxes as high as you possibly can.
Yeah, okay, because I keep asking because it's getting pretty high and I don't want it to tip over, you know?
We were told to put the boxes in that spot, and to deviate from that plan would be against protocol.
Well, I mean, come on, you're like the supervisor here. You can make these game time decisions and change things up.
I'm the supervisor, but I am not the organizer. That's a different role.
Okay, fine.
They
okay,
put the X of tape on that spot.
The gaffer's tape.
Yeah.
Which it's not really sticking to the grass so well.
Oh, it's still there.
Oh yeah, well, because I've got all these boxes on it now. Okay, it's fine. God, it feels weird selling all this stuff, man.
Well, it was cluttering up the headquarters. We had to make space so we could start acquiring more things. It's not like we have infinite storage somewhere inside.
No, we do. We literally do. We have an near infinite basement full of stuff. I thought this was for money. I thought this was like a fundraiser.
Angus, keep your voice down. People can't know that we're hurting for cash.
That's secret. Oh, right. God, sorry. You're right. People know. You just reminded me. Hello, super citizens, and welcome to Heroes Don't Do Paperwork, the only podcast about events both big and small in Super City. I'm one of your hosts, Angus, joined by my amazing co-host, Sal Bedfellow. Sal, how are you doing, man? Is it okay if we do the podcast while we're doing the garage sale?
Yeah, we weren't recording during that first part, though, were we?
I don't think so. No, I don't think we were.
Okay.
The light's red and flashing, but sometimes it's not flashing. Honestly, dude, like this recorder thing is very high tech. I don't really know how it works, but I'm 80% sure.
Wow.
That we weren't recording previously. That's pretty good. That's still like that's like what? Like that's like an A-. Is it?
It's something tells me you didn't get a lot of those.
A-? Oh God, no, Sal. I was a terrible student. I just couldn't get my head out of the clouds, so to speak. You know, I was daydreaming about superpowers. I definitely dwelled on that a lot, and I feel as though it might have carried into adulthood a bit.
It's ironic that you had your head in the clouds when you do not possess the ability of flight.
There was a guy in my class who had a small nimbus cloud or stratus. It was different on his mood, but there was clouds that would form around his head. We never really saw his face. It was kind of cool. He'd get mad. There'd be thunder and lightning. He would cry. It would rain, obviously. He would sweat. It would rain. A lot of the emotions were rain, but, you know, yeah. Oh, for listeners, sorry, to get you guys up to speed, Sal and I are working on a garage sale here at the Superhuman Action Response Team. We're selling off, as it pains me, but Sal insists that we have to do this. We're selling off old memorabilia, costumes, gadgets, artifacts, and things from the Superhuman Action Response Team warehouse basement to raise some funds for various good things that need to be done. You know.
Yep.
Is that vague enough, Sal?
If that's perfectly vague. Citizens of Super City, all banana katanas must go. That's right. If you have need of a weather machine or an anti-weather machine, we're the stop.
Okay, well, so this isn't live, so they can't actually... By the time this comes out, the garage sale will be over.
Wait, this isn't live?
No, it's never been live.
I've listened to the finished product, and we barely cut anything out. If it's not live, then why don't we edit this more?
Editing's hard, you know, and I just get so busy, you know.
We've had episodes where people get horrifically hurt.
Yep.
Remember when Bubo almost died in our office?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
You published that episode.
Well, yeah, I put it on the computer and it went out there and people listen to it and like it. And I think, Sal, I think the good this show is doing outweighs any minor mistakes I might reveal to the people. I think transparency is good. I think if the people know what's going on here, they can trust the heroes a bit more. Because I don't know if you've noticed lately, trust in the superhuman community has gone down a bit. Everyone's a little anxious, we've had a rash of people, using their powers in unsanctioned ways, and it's caused some trouble. Sal, it's caused some trouble. Even you have to admit that.
I can confirm that the increase in ne'er-do-well and delinquent activities has increased when powers are involved.
Yes,
Uh,
thank you.
just with more and more people putting objects out of others' reach using
Yeah, some really
their
minor.
extending limbs.
Yeah, mischief. That's a common one. Lots of theft, obviously. Lots of neener, keep away type stuff. Real schoolyard, some real schoolyard shit. Pardon
On
my
a
language.
on a more serious note, however, there was the rash of incidents where a man with rocket fists, otherwise known as Apollo 11, the boxer rocket fist
Yeah,
villain, was punching people's heads clean off their necks
yeah, and into the stratosphere
and
too.
into the stratosphere.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, speaking of that, that's a. He's still at large. So if you're listening to this and you see him, please do not approach. He has, as we've said, rocket fists and rocket legs, and
Hmm.
he's vaguely rocket shaped himself. Just stay away and call the nearest authority. Sal, I figured for the episode today, though, we could maybe talk about some of the items. Sal, you strike me as a guy who's a fan of the Antiques Roadshow.
Absolutely. Their method of cataloging all of the various antiques has always held a special place in my heart.
Okay, great. So I figured maybe we could take a look at a few of the items on sale here at the garage sale and talk a bit about them.
All
And
right.
I think the listeners, even though they can't necessarily come down and buy this stuff because this will be already have aired, but or already have happened, but I figured maybe they could get a kick out of that. So I grabbed a few of the items here, and I think you grabbed a few items too, right on your side. I see.
Absolutely. The first item I grabbed. It's funny, I mentioned Bubo earlier, but I
Mm.
do have this owl-shaped grappling gun.
Oh, nice.
Uh,
That's very cool. That's a collector's item right there. And how much is that selling for? What's the tag on that?
the tag on this one is $23.
God, Sal, really? That seems so low. It's a grappling gun, you and guaranteed used by Booba, one of Super City's dark protectors.
Um,
That's a collector's item right there. I know some people that would kill for that kind of thing.
it
Or no,
does
really
appear
don't.
to be a defective unit. One would
Oh,
expect
what's
either the beak or the talon to be the
mm-hmm.
grappling claw of the
I
gun,
definitely figured what yeah.
but instead it went with the wing. So
Oh,
just
okay.
the general way you hold it and the way it fires and the
I
way
mean,
it grapples onto objects is it's just inconvenient.
I kind of want to see you give it a test shot now.
All right.
You think
Uh,
that's something we can make happen?
well, hold on. I'll just go over here off of the Superhuman Action Response Team's property, and now I'm
Okay.
officially on my break, and I can do as I please. And
If we make this a safety PSA too, it's perfectly legal. Don't do this
absolutely.
at home, kids.
And
What you're
if you
about to
are
do.
going to do it, make sure you filed all proper paperwork with your nearest governing agency. All right, here I go. So I just have to twist the head and
Oh wow,
yeah,
that didn't go very far or
no,
high,
not at all.
huh? And then I'm understanding this correctly. You just use that crank to like reel it back in.
On reflection, this may be a crude fishing rod.
Wow. Okay. Well, I've got something really cool here. So here I've got this is actually a really cool item. I have the Barracuda's scuba tanks.
Oh
So
wow.
do you remember Barracuda? Yeah, Barracuda, that old superhero that would swim and mainly patrol the rivers of Super City, the many canals and rivers that flow through Super City, obviously for all the boat traffic. And he would use his he would use his scuba tank. They're shaped like actual human lungs. It's really unfortunate looking.
Yes, most people were noted as commenting that it was unsettling to watch
Well,
these
and they
scuba tanks in use.
and touch them. They feel like feel them. They're like squishy,
Very veiny and very moist.
right? Yeah, almost
It
like
is
real human lungs.
profoundly upsetting.
Yeah, yeah. So, and these are going for $86. So that's pretty good. That's not bad. That's a good one. We sell that. We're in business here. If we sell that.
Yeah, that's almost one table reserved for the company picnic.
Thank you. Yeah, that would be great. Oh God, at this point, I feel like we'd need like a really high roller to walk through.
Well, what are the chances of something like that
Yeah,
happening?
what are the chances of like that?
I would like to buy that grap wing hook right there.
Hello? Wait, Baxter Payne, is that you?
Yes, it is I, the millionaire Baxter Payne.
Millionaire. Don't be modest. You're like a billionaire, dude. You are like the richest dude in this city.
I may have $999 million. Yes, but you know.
Wow, Baxter, welcome back to the show. Well, it's good to see you.
Sorry, what?
It's good to see you again.
It is very nice to meet you.
No. Baxter, it's oh God, yeah, no, of course. You meet so many people. I'm Angus. This is Sal. You've met us before. You've actually been on this show, this podcast that we're doing,
Yes.
at least once.
I'm sorry, I've never been on a podcast before. What is this?
What is that? What is a podcast? Well, this is Heroes.
What is a podcast?
Well, a podcast is like it's like a radio show that isn't live. That is it's much less interesting, and
And you
it's
don't
more
do any
personal.
editing for it.
And we don't really do any editing. No, so it's like a radio show, but less convenient
Mhm,
and
mhm.
harder to use and harder to get into. Oh, and
Yes.
there's a lot of continuity that makes it really unforgiving for people kind of jumping in late in the game.
There
So
also tends to be a profound generational gap in terms of listeners.
Easily.
Okay, yeah.
And it's usually like a pet project that someone puts a lot of work into and is
So it's for poor people.
well yes.
It's for filthy poor
Hey,
people.
Baxter, you might not remember me, but we ended on good terms.
Your shirt is dirty. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, I've been moving boxes. Okay, wow.
And
Well,
you smell weird.
okay, well that's me. I'm trying a new cologne,
Uh,
and by that I mean I'm trying a cologne for the first time. I don't think I picked a really good one. Sal, you haven't said anything about this. I thought you were fine with it.
about your shirt.
My cologne.
It's it's really not my place to comment on the odors my colleagues choose to wear into the office. I honestly had assumed that your power had developed late and you had developed some kind of musk as a defense
Oh,
mechanism.
God. No, although it is the cologne is called Musk.
With a capital Q for some
Yeah,
reason.
with a capital Q. Thank you. Well, it's very fancy. Yeah.
Is this what a podcast is? Having a famous millionaire, almost billionaire, on and talking amongst yourselves instead?
I mean that is part of it. So sorry, Baxter. Please. You were interested in buying this grapwing hook?
Yes. Grappling hook. The thing that you guys need to reel back in, I guess.
Yeah.
Here,
I
let
was
me just
throwing that in
reel
right
that
now.
back in real quick.
Also,
Yeah, no.
these this carton of egg bombs, this poisonous talon.
Okay, so I can. You've kind of picked a series of items from a very specific hero. These are all Bubo gadgets. And Baxter, you can see me winking. Your secret is.
Are you
safe with us.
okay?
No. I'm trying to. Your
Looks like you have some sort of like thing in your eye.
No. Well, I do. No, it's just I'm winking to let you know that I know that we Sal and I, we're cool. We know your secret.
Oh, you like to party? You want some Coke? I got some Coke.
Whoa. I mean, I'm
This is starting to
obviously
sound like the
very
Bubo
curious.
I remember.
Yeah, I'm obviously very curious, and I've obviously thought about trying it, but I'm technically on the job right now. I really shouldn't stop
Yeah,
recording.
okay, just
Okay, wow. You cannot do that in front of us. That is definitely a
why
crime.
are you the law?
He did it
Are you
right
the law?
off the back of that poison talon.
He just did it right off that talent. That's a baller move right there. No, I mean, we are kind of the law. We work for the Superhuman Action Response Team, so we are kind of an authority when it comes to superpowered beings. Now, I know you, Baxter Payne, are just
I'm just a millionaire, mild mannered millionaire.
multimillionaire, of course. But we know what you're getting at here with these items, and I just want to let you know that your secret is safe with us. Wink, wink. Even though it's being recorded, and you know what? I will edit this episode. I will edit this part out. Okay. Wink. Wink.
I'm sorry. This winking man, is he okay? Like, are you here to take care of him?
Baxter, I'm going to ask for a brief aside with you.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Now, Baxter, on more than one occasion, you've invited me to the Payne estate for a pre-team up, warm up, where we will have snacks and refreshments and we strategize. It's honestly and rather depressingly upsetting that you are pretending like you don't know me right now.
Have I met you in one of my orgies? One of my wild sex parties where we all just get naked and wild?
I'm sorry. Are you guys talking about like superhero stuff? Because I'd really like to be involved in that part of the conversation. It's kind of my thing.
I'm a fan of superheroes.
Okay,
I'm not one.
Sal, I'm sorry. I have to interrupt your aside. And Sal, can I bring you back to our side? Baxter, could you excuse us for just a second?
Yes.
Okay. So now, Sal, I'm going to grab you, and we're going to go to our side. Okay.
Okay.
I think he's just under deep cover right now, and we need to respect that. But what's the rules here on these items? They were confiscated from Bubo for a reason, so I feel weird kind of selling them back to him.
Well, you make a very compelling point. However, officially, Bubo and Baxter Payne are completely unrelated individuals. And for us to refuse the sale of these items to Baxter Payne could be seen as discrimination against the rich, which is an underrepresented group.
Of course, they have it tough, and we don't want to give the rich people a harder time. It's like the more money you have, the more problems you have. It's like I always say. Okay, you're right. Let's get back into this. So wait, I'll let you go back to your side with Baxter, and then you can bring him back into the full conversation. Okay.
All right, Baxter, I'm just reinserting myself into our side.
Okay, am I supposed to be holding this microphone the entire time?
Sorry, I'm just going to jump in the aside for a second. Yes, if you could hold that, and I'm going to go back to my own aside.
Okay, I'm just asking because as soon as I walked over, that filthy fellow over that smells bad handed me the mic.
Yes, and that filthy fellow's name is Angus.
Angus.
Oh, sorry, you're pronouncing that wrong. It is Angus.
Agnes.
That's close enough.
And your name is Cal? Cal and Agnes?
You'll have to excuse me for one quick moment, Baxter.
Of course, yes.
Need to have another brief
aside. Yes, and remember, I am Baxter Payne.
Yes, of course. Angus.
Hey, man, what's up? Is Baxter not coming back to? Or is this an aside?
This is another aside.
Oh, okay, great.
I want you to call a third aside with Baxter. But when you call him into the aside, I want you to call him over by Bubo. And we're gonna trick him because at this point I'm getting frustrated. And if he's doing this whole separation of identities, we know for sure Bubo knows us. Maybe we can get him.
Yeah.
I'll go back over to Baxter, and then you interrupt and call for the third aside.
Gotcha.
All right. Sorry about that, Baxter.
Of course, yes, Cal.
All
Hey,
right.
sorry guys. I hate to interrupt, but I was wondering, Sal, if I could have a minute alone with Bubo.
Oh, yes, please go ahead.
Hey, Bubo, over here. No, look at me.
So, Cal, you think you and I met in one of my orgies?
I'm not in this
Excuse me?
aside.
No, wait a second. Back. Okay. Sorry. Okay, Sal, back to our side very briefly.
Okay.
Very quick aside with. So sorry, Baxter.
Yes, of course.
I think his time in the hospital, maybe he's disassociating, or maybe he's finally put Bubo to rest as an unsanctioned, unaffiliated hero. So maybe we just need to talk to Baxter like he's Baxter and sell him these things, because it seems like he's done with that and he's into orgies and cocaine, which, like any normal rich person.
Mm.
Hey, you
It
guys
is
want some
very-
heroin?
Excuse me?
I have some heroin as well. You want some heroin?
Okay, I thought you were talking about female heroes for a
No,
second.
no. Although
No.
sometimes they're just as powerful, right?
Yeah, of course. Baxter, I'm sorry. I'm going to break up all these asides for a second. Baxter, do you mind joining us?
Sure,
back
yes.
at the table here? So, Baxter, what do you want to do with these items that you want to buy? These Bubo memorabilia gadgets? Like, what are you looking to do?
I'm looking to give him back to Bubo. He really needs them. Like, he's been struggling ever since the real Baxter Payne died. I mean,
What was
can I be honest with you guys? Can we keep this on the DL?
Yeah, of course. Everything on this recorded show will be on the DL, of course, except the parts that are recorded.
Okay, cool. My name is Mimike. I'm the villain that mimics people.
Oh, I remember you.
Yeah.
You disappeared so many years ago. What happened?
I became a doted over a housewife that I found dead in a ditch.
Okay, concerning.
I didn't do it. No matter what.
Okay, well,
no matter what
The
Bubo's family
chuckle was
thought.
upsetting.
yeah, that chuckle kind of, and you wiggled your fingers in what I can only describe as a menacing fashion.
Listen.
Mike.
Dead people show up all the time in Superior City. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's
Of
not. I
course.
don't know.
That's a pretty solid defense.
You casually throwing out the line that people die in Super City all the time is doing nothing but alienate my suspicion of you.
Because we work with this. We work with the heroes, the organization of superheroes that try to keep people from meeting.
Oh, then you guys aren't very effective, are you?
Well, hey now.
I'm just
hey,
saying.
We're
I'm
not
just saying.
field agents.
Yeah, we're not field agents. I keep trying.
Wait,
to
you
take
kept
the
on
exam,
telling me that
but-
you and Bubo would fight together, Sal.
Well, if we're digging up things that we previously said, you mentioned briefly that the real Baxter Payne had dit, and
That's
dit
true. What does
can
dit
only end
mean?
in so many ways.
Yeah. So you found a dead housewife in a ditch. Continue your story, me, Mike. What happened?
So after that, what happened was I was found out by little Bubo, like by little Hoot. And
Bubo's sidekick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Little Hoot.
and he said he'll rat me out unless I pose as Baxter Payne.
Wow. Okay. So where is the real Baxter?
I don't know. Could be dead for all I
Well,
know.
you sound like you did.
I'm just guessing.
Okay.
Spitballing
Dude,
it.
No, wait a second.
Me,
Wait.
Mike.
Whoa.
Me,
Wait a
Mike.
second.
Do
You wiggled your fingers again.
Do you know if Baxter Payne is dead?
So what I understand is that a couple months ago, Baxter Payne showed up in intensive care, dropped off, I think, by your company.
Oh, yeah.
And then a couple days later, I was asked to take over as Baxter Payne.
But-
Okay, so you've been pretending to be Baxter Payne for
Yes, and
weeks
I've been
now.
really enjoying it. Orgies, cocaine, crystal meth. I can go shoot a guy right now and be fine because I'm a millionaire.
No, I don't think that's true. Please tell me you haven't done that, me, Mike.
Stop playing a stereotype, me, Mike. You're better than that.
I might be, but I don't think anything was ever going on with Baxter Payne. So clearly he probably was like just one of those wealthy millionaires that did nothing with his money but spent it on hookers, booze, coke, murder,
Yeah, I don't think he spent his money on those things. He was Bubo behind the scenes.
I'm sorry,
He
what?
was a hero. Oh,
Oh,
God. I
Angus.
thought you
No.
knew, considering. Well, no, but you literally meant Little Hoot. You bought these items for Little. How could you not put it together, me, Mike? We all put it. The rest of us put it together.
Okay, so yeah, Little Hoot, and I mean, like, I've seen Bubo around the manor a bit, and he's like Little Hoot's size now.
Okay, that's clearly Little Hoot.
Oh shit!
You're seeing someone who's
Or he got hit by a
Or-
bone shrinking ray.
okay. Yeah, well, we actually have there is a box of bone shrinking rays over there.
A
So
surprising
that is
amount of bone shrinking rays.
Well, they keep getting confiscated. Everyone, well, no, and actually, well, here's the trick on that one, Sal. This person, me, Mike, that was dressed like Bubo, but Little Hoot's size. Did he have a ton of excess skin hanging off him?
No, he just had the suit was
Nah,
just the suit
no
just,
bone
like,
shrinking ray.
clearly didn't fit him.
Yeah, loose suit. Oh well, maybe there's some loose skin in there.
Maybe,
Okay,
I don't know.
Could still
His
be
face
bone
seemed very
shrinking ray.
tight, though.
So wait,
It's a
so
very,
you are,
very hard thing to figure out. Is it a cape? Is it just loose skin?
is it
Who's
just
to
loose
say?
skin? Well, in some heroes, Flying Squirrel, she uses a bunch of her loose skin as a glider. So, and that's totally fine.
Yes.
You know,
And
that's
Balloonio, of course.
of course.
No bones, just skin.
No bones at all. Yeah, just one string.
Unless you inflate him, and then
Of course.
maybe he's a dog
Yeah,
or
that's
a
weird.
giraffe.
It's weird that his powers. It's weird that his powers don't include the ability to inflate himself. He always needs someone else to inflate him.
Well,
It
that's
always
what.
seemed like a weak power.
That's why he has an errand boy with a bicycle pump.
I've never liked their relationship. It always seems a little weird. Kind of like Bubo and Little Hoot. So wait. So me, Mike, you are admitting that you are not the real.
No, I'm
Baxter,
not.
and that the real Baxter Payne is now. And you are helping Little Hoot keep up the persona while Baxter Payne, aka Bubo.
Well,
is
as I
missing.
understand,
Am I understanding this all
yes,
correctly?
because if not, he will get me in trouble for being for finding a dead woman and then just taking over her life.
Okay, so he's blackmailing.
Yes, he is blackmailing me currently. But it's fun.
Okay.
Like, I get to live Baxter Payne's life. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on whatever I want, and all I have to, and I have sex with many like Playboy models and like, it's just I'm enjoying this life.
You poor, rich son of a bitch.
I mean,
I feel like
I'm beginning to think being rich is easy now. It sounds pretty.
I feel like all I really want though is to be seen, because like we're so underrepresented. Like,
right.
just think about it. Like,
Rich people.
think
yeah,
about
of
it in like the
course.
media and films. Like, you
Mhm.
don't see rich people
No,
unless we're
you're-
villainous.
Now, me, Mike, I thought this was a true, genuine moment. I thought you wanted to be seen as yourself instead of just pretending to be someone else. But no, you're talking about the struggles of
Yes,
the rich
I
and
am.
the wealthy.
That is what I've learned by being both Baxter Payne and earlier as Vanessa Cuddles.
Vanessa Cuddles. I'm sorry. Are you balancing these two lives at once?
No. Vanessa has been her body has been been found.
Oh, okay. So the ruse is up.
Yes.
The jig is up. Okay. Well, so now I ask every guest this because I just find it so fascinating. How does your power work? Because clearly you mimic people. You're able to take
Well,
on.
let
like,
me
a perfect
just
representation of them.
I just touch them on the head like I'm you right now, Agnes. And then
Okay. It's not.
hey, look at me, I'm Agnes.
I don't know if the voice is perfectly right, and it's Angus. Thank you.
My God.
It's
It's a perfect match.
I don't know. I feel like
Hold on.
I feel like
hold
it's
on,
not quite
hold
right.
on. I'm gonna turn around, and you two just sort of shuffle yourselves a bit, and I'll try to
Okay.
figure
Alright,
out.
let's
if I can-
shuffle.
Fine. Okay. You switch with
Yep.
me.
Okay, we're over here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't. Oh God. All right, Sal. Turn around. Which
Uh,
one of us is the real Angus?
I'll have to ask you a question that only the real
Sure.
Yes, of
Angus
course,
can
of course.
ask
Yeah, you
each-
ask us questions.
What what actually is a podcast?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good luck with it. Why don't you go
A
first?
podcast
Agnes?
is where you have a very important and interesting person, and you guys just you talk to him amongst yourselves, and you leave them excluded. Maybe it's because they're rich.
Okay, come on, Sal. You're not gonna believe that. That is, we ran through the definition. Sal, I've known you for months now. At this point, we've worked together. We've carpooled together. My smell me. I smell like musk.
I smell like I've rolled around in garbage.
It's too close. It's too close
Those are
to
different
tell.
smells.
I'll have to kill you both.
No, whoa! What are you doing with that bone shrinking ray?
Well, I've got to be sure.
All right, it's me. It's me.
Sal.
I'm.
Oh, thank God.
Hey,
Oh,
Mike,
God.
I can't die. I'm Baxter Payne right now, so I'm just gonna go back
that
into
would be
Baxter Payne right now.
okay. God, it's gross.
But
It looks slimy when you change.
I mean
How did you know you had this power?
well, what I did is I went over and it was at first it was hard for me to control because it like just happened to anybody I would touch. Like I would just touch them and then I turn into them. So
must have made hugging your mother weird.
Yeah,
I mean, it would if I had a
so
mother.
weird. Oh,
I grew up in an
that's so
orphanage,
sad.
but it could have been worse. I could have grown up as a wealthy child.
wealthy child, the worst fate you
Yes,
could have.
want for nothing, get anything you want.
The silver spoon in your mouth can really weigh you down sometimes.
And this is actually a good time for us to bring up the relief fund for underrepresented rich children.
Wait, yeah, it's just, now this is a scholarship that just goes to rich kids so
It
that
is
they
a
don't have to spend
scholarship
their own
that just
money.
goes to rich
Oh,
kids
yeah, I'll,
to ensure that they can lead a prosperous life after being a rich child, and they can transition.
I'll put $12 million into that.
Oh,
Oh
come
wow,
on.
that's very generous.
No, Baxter Payne, you could, I mean, me, Mike, Baxter Payne, whoever you are, you could put that into the school system and help people who have less money.
I mean, doesn't the government
wonder why
handle that?
You don't do that. Not very poorly, especially around here, very poorly. Out of sight, out of mind.
I mean, I'm not
for
seeing
sure.
them, so you're right.
Like, there are entire districts I bet you've never been to. There's a slums district. Why would they design the city like that to have a district that is just like, this is just the rundown district? It's
There's
just
the
I wanna remind
poor
you-
miners district where it's just got a man with black lung in front of it coughing, and that's his job.
he's sad. That's a rough part of
I want to
town.
remind you, I did grow up in an orphanage as Mimike.
Well, exactly. So, that was a rough childhood, wasn't it? That you weren't very privileged.
No, I grew up with nuns, 6 or 7 other children shared my bed with me. But I mean, like
One big bed or
oh,
one
it
little
was
bed?
it was one little bed, and it wasn't. We didn't share it every night. It was we rotated.
Okay, so
Yeah,
turn,
we
take
rotated.
turns. Gotcha. Gotcha.
But I mean, at least
The other nights, the kids had to make up the bed. They were the frame of it.
yeah. Sal gets it.
Oh God, me, Mike. I kind of feel bad for you, man. I mean, not the rich stuff, but
Oh no,
sounds
this
delightful,
is
but
awful, Agnes. I mean, I'm just
It's
Agnes.
Angus. It's Angus.
I'm just okay.
It's Angus. Oh, come on.
All right, Angus. That's not a real name.
There you go. No, you did. You said it. That was perfect. Oh yeah, me, Mike. Me, Mike.
It's
Yeah,
not my
sure.
real name.
Well,
Yeah.
I know it's your villain name. Look, I don't even know if we can let you go, man. Like, you're committing a crime. You're impersonating a public figure, one of the wealthiest person in the city.
But can you prove it?
Well,
We do have a recorded confession.
yeah, that's true. We've got you
Recordings
recorded.
can be
If
doctored.
people listen to this. God damn it. Okay, so you're telling me that if we ran a cellular DNA test on you right now, that it would come up that
Yes.
you were Baxter Payne. God damn it.
All my cells changed.
Sal,
and
do you have
when I became you,
Sal,
Agnes,
do you have a moment for
I became you, and I sounded just like you.
I don't know about that. Disagree. I don't know if you got the face quite right either. You were making this weird face, and
You
I don't
make
think
that
I'm
face
making
right
that
now.
face. Sal, do you have? I don't. I'm not making. Sal, am I making that face?
Hold on, Mimike, are you currently Angus?
No, I am.
No, he's Baxter Payne right
Okay,
now.
well, in that case, you are making the face
Oh, god damn it. Okay. Sorry, Sal. Do you have a second for an aside here
with me or with Bubo?
with you?
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have an aside with me? Okay.
Okay.
So sorry. Me, Mike. Just
Sure.
give us 1 second. I really think we should turn this guy in, but at the same time, I feel like it'll be chaos if we reveal to the city that the richest person in the city is missing.
Angus, now more than ever, we need the rich community to stay strong. For too long.
Yeah, they're the backbone of this city. You're right.
They're the salt of the earth, and to shake up the foundation of rich communities with that revelation, I don't know if society could rebound.
Okay, well, I guess we leave him now until we figure out more about the real Baxter.
Can I just like buy all of this stuff?
I mean, technically, yes. It is a garage sale. It would be a little rude, but yeah, you could
All
buy
right,
this
like
all.
so,
You
like
probably
what,
have enough money for it.
$12 million?
Yeah, 12 million is always the number. Are you okay?
He's
Answer
got a
this
wallet
honestly.
stuffed with $12 million bills.
Are you carrying exactly?
So I'm
$12
giving an
million with you
allowance
right now?
every week of $12 million.
Okay. All right. Well, yes, that would actually do quite a
All
lot
right, here
of
you
good to the city if the super. Okay. Wow. That's a lot of money. I mean, this is the most money I've ever seen in my
Isn't it
entire
just-
life. Wow.
The company picnics back on.
Does it just let it
Yeah,
sit in
the
your
company
hands
makes-
for a second there, Angus?
It's heavy.
Doesn't it-
It feels
Doesn't
like
it
a
feel
burden.
right? Yeah, isn't it a burden to have that much money?
Honestly, it would suck to carry this around. Maybe I can start to see what you mean about the.
You
rich
can
people
do
having
anything
troubles
you
with it. I
want
don't
with
know.
it. Anything you want with that $12.
That kind of freedom is
right?
paralyzing. Well,
$12 million.
In the brief time that Angus has been holding on to $12 million, he has already pushed 3 poor children out of the way of free ice cream cones.
I mean, they bumped into me. Okay, I was standing here. They bumped into me. Okay, I think me, Mike. We appreciate your
Please,
donation.
at this point, Baxter, yes.
Baxter. Okay, right. Of course, we will keep your secret safe for now. But man, yeah. Would you like to help us end the show, me, Mike?
Oh, I
you're on?
assume this is just continuously recording.
No, well, I mean,
Sometimes
it is. It is sometimes. Look, it's complicated how it works, okay? But I do try to end the show
Sure, yes.
properly. Okay, so I thought it would be fun if each of us could pick out a few items
That I own,
from the
and I own
garage
all
sale.
of now.
And yes, it's true. That's true. You do own them all now. So I figured we could just tell the listeners a few of the items here, maybe something they do or who they used to
Sure.
belong to.
This item here is the Shark of the Covenant, which is of course brought to us by the religious representative superhero Noah.
Noah Shark?
Noah Shark. It has the ability to spew sharks out of its contents.
That is power.
What about this? The Deadly Lantern that was owned by the old villain, the Nightlight, and it looks like a old school flashlight, but it actually just shoots flames. Like, just check this out, like this.
Just watch where you're pointing at.
I am rich.
Oh, okay. Oh, here's a good one. Here we have the Mighty Mittens. They grant the wearer exceptional strength, and also they have a string around them so that you don't lose them.
1 pallet of 996 individually wrapped packages of jelly beans where one jelly bean out of all of the package's contents has a poison inside of it that will make the eater's head explode.
What we have right here are mighty kittens, which were owned by the weirdly mime style villain Le Chat, who, and it's like the mighty kittens are like a my favorite monster style thing where it's two plush kittens with chains around their neck, and if you unlock the chains, they become giant feral cats.
Oh, here we have a pair of gun glasses. Pretty self-explanatory. They protect you from sunlight, but also they fire 9mm rounds from them when you blink.
What we have right here is the gavel, owned by the court jester. It's just a giant gavel. It's pretty self-explanatory.
It's just a big it's just
yeah.
a big judge hammer. Okay. Oh, here we have this one I like quite a bit. Here we have sheet music from Johann Sebastian Rockmonster. It's just sheet music. It doesn't do anything special, but there's just some good songs here you can learn to play.
And of course, we have over here in the livestock section a vertical horse.
Yes, over here near the guns, we have the old
Near the guns.
we have the old Hail Mary. It's shaped like a cross, and it shoots out unholy water.
Over here we just have a George Foreman grill. Still pretty useful. The grease just kind of drips into this little tray.
I'll be able to make some grilled cheese with that. Never too wealthy
Awesome.
to enjoy grilled cheese.
Truly,
Awesome.
the food that unites the poor
Yes.
and the rich.
Of course.
Should I buy
everyone
the whole
loves
city a
cheese.
grilled cheese sandwich? Like one sandwich for all of us to share. Yes.
One big sandwich? I think that is, in concept, a wonderful idea, Baxter. Wink, wink. I think that's a wonderful idea. The notion of feeding this city with your wealth, instead of necessarily fighting crime, you could use this money to help people. Have you thought about that at all? Maybe
Yeah,
turning
I
over
was
a new
thinking
leaf?
I'd help the Society of Villains, give money back to
Okay, well, that's not great.
at-risk youths, to give them guns and weapons to make them less
Yeah,
at risk.
I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, so I just think that puts other people at risk. You see, anyway.
There's of
well,
course
thank
also
you.
the youths at risk of falling beneath the affluence line. Children right on the cusp of no longer.
Oh yes,
being
I have to give
filthy
them
rich.
a little bit of money too, right? We don't want them to be poor.
Right. Well, thank you, Baxter, for coming on the show today, and thank you for buying everything here at the garage sale. It does help. I know maybe not in the way you were hoping, but this will help make
Yes, I
people's
will
lives
also
better.
be giving
So,
it back to
thank you.
the villains.
Well, the League of Villainous Evil they don't need your
No, I
dues.
mean I'm going to give all the weapons back to the individuals that you guys have confiscated them from. Would you guys mind helping me put this in my Ferrari?
I mean, we have
Here,
to.
how about $2 million for you, and $2 million for you too, Agnes?
I can't accept. Okay, well, it's Angus. But that's very generous. But I don't even know if we can accept this. Sal, can we accept this money?
I'm sorry, except what?
Sal's my kind of guy.
Oh God, I don't like this. I don't like these developments. For those of you listening at home, that's going to do it for us here at Heroes Don't Do Paperwork. Remember, we might not have set the best example here today, but try to do the right thing. Sal, I think we might have messed up here, man. I think a bunch of villains across the city are about to get harmed.
That's quite all right. With my $2 million, I can buy a fortress and protect myself.
Hey everybody, Angus here. As always, Sal Bedfellow is played by Matthew Whalley. Matthew and I are both members of the Dungeons & Dragons inspired improv team Quest Friends Forever. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Quest Friends Forever. Me Mike was played by Matt Barrow. Matt writes and performs sketch comedy with The Shit Hot Shit Show. Thanks for listening.